Well, it is that time of the year when we start to feel like we want to get outside, we want to become more active. It's part of living a healthy lifestyle, and that includes what you drink too, even when you're on the go. And so joining us for the third segment of our four-part My Health series on functional beverages, we welcome back to the show Diane Estrada from V Labs, creator of the drink ThinQ. Good morning, Diane.
Good morning, Danielle.
Always good to see you.
Oh, it's always good to be here.
Let's talk about functional beverages, because as it pertains to heart health and stress, and so many of us have suffered from this, and many people are adapting a healthier lifestyle to try to combat this. Could you give us a preview of this new trend and an overview? What's causing all of this?
Well, this segment's very near to my heart, Danielle, because I lost both my mother and my grandmother to heart disease. So the adaption of more preventative health is the reflection of two different trends that are going on right now. First of all, the obesity epidemic, and I have to say it's an epidemic, and unfortunately not only for ourselves, but for our children. And the other trend that's going on is anti-aging, and that's a mega trend. This is fueling prevention and health and wellness. But what this says to us is we, as the role models for our family, have to make a conscious decision for health. That means paying attention to the diet for ourselves and our family. That means exercising, and that means proper hydration.
And you know, proper hydration leads us towards understanding functional beverages. And there are other factors that affect our system, and we can't forget stress. I think everybody suffers from stress at one time or another. How can a healthy beverage help lower stress?
That's what I love about functional beverages, because of the transport medium of being able to easily drink the particular nutrients that you have. There's another $50 word I have for us today, and that's adaptogen. And what that
Haven't heard that one.
That is an herb that helps increase your resistance to stress, to trauma, to anxiety, and to fatigue. A perfect example of that is an ingredient called SAMe. S-A-M-E.
And I've heard of SAMe, yes.
SAMe is an absolutely amazing ingredient, because there have been documented studies that it will actually reduce depression just as effectively as prescription drugs. And it also has that side effect of a mood enhancement, so it works with you throughout the day naturally. Another interesting side note about SAMe is that it will decrease pain from osteoarthritis, again, as effectively as a prescription drug. This shows you how powerful chemical herbs can be as opposed to putting artificial chemicals in your body.
Well, let's talk a little bit about that. So functional beverages should do more than what we would expect from kind of a typical sports drink then.
Yes, you know, a sports drink is a category of functional beverages, and this is what we've been seeing so far out there. A sports drink will provide hydration, and it will provide electrolytes and help you with muscle recovery. But when you're in a situation of stress and anxiety and fatigue, a sports drink will not provide that for you. So you need to look to other elements that will provide the nutrients that you might need in that particular case.
And you brought an example of a functional beverage here with us this morning. It's called ThinQ, or all, if you've been watching the series, you're pretty familiar with it. It's more than electrolytes and vitamins though, right?
Yes, absolutely. Because this was designed to work with the 3 8-hour cycles of the body, then it's going to have the right complements of nutrients in there for you that will feed and restore the body. A very important part of heart health is CoQ10. And CoQ10 is really the cell's spark plug. It mobilizes and supports the cardiovascular system. That's a very, very important component. And once again, conveniently, it can be available in a beverage.
You know, the other thing, though, I have to tell you with some of these beverages is that they don't taste good. They really don't. They're not the best tasting. How do we get around this? Or is there really just no alternative? You got to just bear with the bad taste?
Well, I think in the early days that really was it. But I can tell you that ThinQ was developed specifically to replace soda that was high in calories, and we were 4 years in development. A big part of that was going back and forth in terms of taste, so that you have something that's refreshing and it actually tastes good. I don't know, Danielle, maybe these manufacturers think that because it's good for you, it can't taste good, so it better taste bad,
right.
You know?
No, and I can tell you from firsthand experience, ThinQ does taste good. And I was really pleasantly surprised by that. So great job all around, and great job again on the show. Thanks so much for coming by.
Thanks, loved being here.
Loved having you.
Thanks.
And if you want more information on ThinQ with a Q, simply go to the website. It is drinkthinq.com.